All right. Fans were outraged after Babyface was removed from the opening act for Anita Baker's concert in New Jersey. Babyface released the following apology to his fans. I'm truly sorry to my fans who have been waiting for us to hit the stage this evening at the Prudential Center. I was asked not to perform in order to give Miss Baker her space and time to perform her show in its entirety. How do y'all feel about this, Q? That's your girl, ain't it? That's your girl.
That's my auntie, and y'all hoes will not get on Al Gore's good internet that he blessed us with and bashed Anita Baker. I don't like the way this has been framed, right? Because it's been framed like Anita Baker is this big old diva that did not want him to perform and that she was late, so on and so forth. They had 2-hour technical issues at the venue that set them back for 2 hours. They also had an 11 p.m. curfew, which put them up against time. Considering the fact that Anita Baker is the headliner, I'm pretty sure it was her position that people were here to see me as the main act and you as the opening. So since we only have this much time, let me do my full act. Sorry. That's what she did as a performer. However, I do think the more courteous thing to have done for the fans was to let Babyface maybe do 2 or 3 songs, and she cut her set by 2 or 3 songs. But as the headliner, she has the right to take the position that the people are here to see me, so let me give them a full show.
No, it doesn't work like that. There's a contract for the concert. This happened in Newark, New Jersey, and I happen to have friends that work the concert, and we're going to leave it at that. But let's just know where there's smoke, there could be fire. Stephanie Mills has had this problem with Anita Baker, Jill Scott, Maxwell, now Babyface. We all know that when it comes to her performing and getting her time on stage, if things don't go a certain way, then you know, certain things happen. I say Live Nation, run people their money because you build the concert as Babyface was going to perform, and I'm sure people came to see him. He did not perform. It was 2 hours late. Live Nation, run those people their money.
Or they should have paid the extra fee to rent the facility. I know those things are expensive, but someone should have done something. Listen, Q, I know that's your girl, but I've heard nightmare stories from people in the industry about Miss Baker. I remember an executive told me one time that they had some private event where she performed and they had their child backstage. The kid was like 10, 11 years old, but was already like loved Anita Baker, right? Probably like a young Q, and had a picture. This is alleged, you know, and had a picture and said, Miss Baker, could you sign this? And Anita looked at the picture and said, I hate this picture, and ripped it in half. And the kid cried. That's a story I was told. Alleged.
Well, you guys know I have a personal story, so
you share it. This is what's the tea is.
I've already shared that story already. She she let me have it one time for being backstage, even though I had my credentials and everything on. She was like, she wanted security to escort me out.
Really?
Why?
I have no idea.
She singles you out?
Luckily, one of our, fellow FOXSOUL co-hosts of Claudia and Lisa Ray saved me.
Oh, this really?
Do you remember that? Yeah. Lisa Ray saved me. Lisa Ray stood up for me and said, hey, chill. We know him. He's not a threat to anybody. We like him. He's with me.
French Life 247 says Luther Vandross said she was a mess, chill.
Yeah. Well. Luther.
It
was technical issues. They shouldn't have had technical issues at the stadium.
Okay. All right, Miss Anita.